Okay, I have a video idea. I don't know if it's stupid or not, but kind of what I'm thinking is just like, what is the worst, best player I can have on my team to still win a championship? Like, you usually got your star player, you want to win a championship, you have a top 10 player in the NBA. Let's say, like, can I win a championship with like a 86 overall as my best player, just by having a really well-rounded team? Let's find out. I'm just going to randomly select a team, go across like this, 3, 2, 1, close my eyes, bam, we got the Miami Heat, now like I could have seen anyway if my eyes were open. And yeah, I'm just going to simulate the draft. I don't really know what pick I have. I guess I'll see what pick I have really quick. I have the 10th pick. Alright, so I got a pretty good pick. Probably going to trade that guy because that person's going to be too good to be my best player. I also want this to be a one-year challenge. I'm just going to auto-generate rookies because it's not going to matter. I also turned on disabled previously traded draft picks, so everyone has their own picks. Zion Williamson is my best player, so actually he's less than a 90 overall, but you can definitely win a championship with someone less than a 90, and by the end of the year, he'll probably be like a 91. I think I can get someone not as good as Zion and still win a championship as someone being my best player. I don't know how I feel about the fact that you can't like 2K cheese put Christian Wood into a power forward anymore and like get some better players overall, but I don't think that I'm going to be able to like change anyone's position to get them better, so I think we're just going to have to make some trades. Let's start by putting Christian Wood, Norman Powell, and like one of our first round picks together. That would be like $30 million in salary, so that should be able to get us a pretty good player. I can get Klay Thompson. I don't know how good Klay Thompson is in 2K. I don't know if he can really be my best player to win a championship, like an 87 overall. I'm not sure he can quite be my best player. I'm definitely going to have to get a very well-rounded team, so maybe like Kristaps Porzingis and Miles Turner. Those are two pretty solid guys, so I can definitely make that trade if I don't see anything better here. Klay Thompson is still there. I guess there'll be more opportunities to trade for Klay Thompson if I really want to, but I don't know. I feel like I can maybe even do this with someone less than an 87 overall. Right now it would be Kristaps Porzingis is my best player. I have to trade Zion, so I don't know what I'm going to be able to get for Zion, but we'll find out. Let's see if we just put Zion in the trade finder. Zach LaVine and Tyrese Maxey. Shea. I could probably go with Shea as my best player. Ayton and DeJounte Murray. That's a good trade because it's 286 overalls. Yeah, I think I like that trade. I'll get Ayton and who was that? DeJounte Murray, and then go back in the trade finder, and I'll probably trade finder Miles Turner because I don't really need him anymore. He could come off the bench, but let's see what we can get for Miles Turner. Jeremy Grant's pretty solid. Don't want Dwayne Dedmon. Kelly Oubre Jr. is an 81 overall now with the new roster update. So is Bojan Bogdanovic. We get Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose puts up good stats in 2K, so I think I'm going to do that. And he'll come off my bench. That'll be really good. So now we still have some good contracts. We have some small contracts. Do we have any big contracts to pair it up with? We can do like Thon Maker and a first round pick with him. See what we can get in the trade finder now. We can get OG Anunoby. He'd be a pretty good guy to have. I don't know what kind of stats he puts up in 2K though. We can get Christian Wood back. He could be a solid bench option. We can also get a first round pick in that trade. Desmond Bane and a Zubac. Mikal Bridges and Mo Bamba might be the best trade available. I think that is going to be the best trade available, so I'm going to do that. As much as Ben Simmons is a clown, I feel like he would probably be a good player to have for this challenge at only an 84 overall, so I'm going to see what I can try to get for him. He's making $33 million, so I don't know exactly how I'm going to make that money work. Yeah, we're definitely not going to have the contracts to make that work. Now, Anthony Edwards is definitely a beast in 2K. At an 84 overall, he would be a low overall player that can definitely put up huge numbers. Yeah, they're not going to take that. So what if I do something like Mo Bamba, and do we have any other valuable young guys? Cam Thomas is probably not that valuable, 2 stars. Mikal Bridges might be valuable, 3 stars. We could do Mo Bamba, Mikal Bridges, and then our 2 first round picks in 2 seconds. That might be the best offer we kind of have right now though. And it does not seem like they want to do that trade, so that kind of sucks. So I've tried a few trades and they haven't worked out. I think Darius Garland would be a good starting point guard for us to have, so Derrick Rose can come off the bench. I'm going to try to do this without giving up someone really in my rotation, just Nazir Little, Kyle Lewis Jr. first in 2 seconds. They don't want to do that though. I'll add in 1 more second, and if that doesn't work, I will probably add in 1 more first round pick. If they don't take this though, I'm not sure we can really make a deal work if I add in 2 seconds at this point. Okay, just 1 more second gets it done. So if we take a look at our team right now, for point guards, we have DeJounte Murray, Darius Garland, and Derrick Rose. I kind of forgot about DeJounte Murray. He can play like the 2 though. For shooting guards, yeah, we don't have anybody, so we need another shooting guard, even if we switch one of these guys to from point guard to shooting guard. For small forwards, we have Mikal Bridges. For power forwards, we have Porzingis, and for centers, we have Ayton and Bamba. I think I need to get a little bit more assets now, so I'm going to trade for this Houston Rockets first-round pick. Also going to try to trade like Cam Johnson for a first-round pick as well. He's down to a 75 overall. It's pretty crazy. PJ Tucker's up to a 77 overall. They finally put some respect back on his name. He's always been underrated in 2K for sure. I'm just going to see if I can get a first-round pick here. Doesn't look like I'm getting a first-round pick, but like Dario Saric and a first-round pick here? Yeah, that works good. Oops. Can I just go back to the original trade, please? Where was the original trade? Dario Saric and a first-round pick. Then I can probably trade Dario Saric, maybe get another first-round pick. That would be pretty nice. We have a first-round pick right here. We'd have to give up a second, though. Can we do that without giving up a second? Would be cool. Dwight Howard, no. Thomas Bryant, no. We'd have to give up a first in that pick, or in that trade. Alec Burks is a pretty good backup point guard, but we don't really need any point guards. Yeah, we'll just do this trade, I guess, where we give up a second and get another first. So we have 2 firsts now. Let's see if we can trade, like, Gorgeous Niang and 2 firsts for someone else to be in our rotation. Keldon Johnson and Lauri Markkanen's not too shabby. Some guys that'd be like at the back of our rotation. Pat Connaughton, Tyrese Maxey probably will progress well throughout the season though. Dylan Brooks, we need a backup small forward, so that would be pretty good. Terry Rozier, Rashawn Holmes, if you know, you know. Oh gosh, this is tough. Aaron Gordon and Jalen Brunson's probably going to be it though. Even though we don't really need a backup point guard right now, I think that that's just too good value to pass up on. Kelly Oubre Jr. though probably puts up some good stats in 2K. You know what? I'm going to do Kelly Oubre Jr. in this first round pick just cuz. And then we should have enough assets to like make one more trade happen. Like Trey Burke, Stanley Johnson, and our 2 firsts that we have left. Or just one of the firsts, I guess. Keldon Johnson, that's pretty solid. Looking at some other trade offers, I see Dennis Schroeder, I see Desmond Bane. Desmond Bane would be pretty good. I think we actually need a backup shooting guard too. I see Tyrese Maxey again, but we really need a shooting guard more than a point guard, so I think I'm going to go with Desmond Bane. So if we look at our rotation now, I switched Desmond Bane to a shooting guard / point guard / small forward. I don't know when 2K put in the update that you can have tertiary positions, but that's what I did. We have Darius Garland, DeJounte Murray, Mikal Bridges, Kristaps Porzingis, and Ayton, with Derrick Rose, Kelly Oubre Jr., Desmond Bane, Mo Bamba coming off of the bench with a 9-man rotation. I think that's good enough. I might try to just do a little bit more, maybe improve that starting small forward position from Mikal Bridges. Maybe with that and Daniel Tice and the first round pick. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit backwards here, but I think that I can get a better small forward if I do this trade. Then I'm going to trade, can I get a second round pick for Delano Banton even? I can get Dwayne Dedmon by giving up a second round pick. I'll do that. Then maybe I can trade, Dwayne Dedmon for a first round pick if possible. I see seconds. I don't see any firsts though, which is kind of an L, but maybe we can finesse our way. Oh, we see a first round pick right there. I'll give up that second round pick. That works with me. So then trading Jalen Brunson, Aaron Gordon, and the first round pick that we just got. Let's see if we can get a better small forward. I see Jeremy Grant. I don't know if I'd prefer him over Mikal Bridges, but he's pretty good as well. I see Richard once again. I mean, Rashawn, Pat Connaughton, Spencer Dinwiddie, and Josh Primo. Let me look on Player Finder for small forwards and power forwards. That would be pretty good here. Like Tatum would be amazing, but I doubt we can get Tatum at this point. Also, I want to try to do it with less than an 88 overall. Tobias Harris, Brandon Ingram, maybe, but at that point, how much of an improvement is that on Mikal Bridges? Same thing with Chris Middleton. I mean, I could try Chris Middleton, but I doubt I have the funds to do that. Like if I do Aaron Gordon, how far off are we? 15 million? Yeah, I don't think we have the funds to make that work. We could do OG Anunoby, but is that an improvement on Mikal Bridges? I think it is what it is at this point. I guess it's a 1 overall increase, so we'll do that. We'll try to do Aaron Gordon and Jalen Brunson. They have to give us another player, it looks like, because I don't have anyone else on my roster. You can give me Frank Ntilikina. There's no way that he's valued the same as Jalen Brunson, but whatever, we get the trade to work. Going to the coaching assignments, this is what our roster still looks like. Garland, Murray, Anunoby, Porzingis, and Ayton, with Derrick Rose, Kelly Oubre Jr., Desmond Bane, and Mo Bamba coming off of the bench. I guess let me go make sure that my head coach is good. It is Eric Spoelstra, which is obviously a very good head coach. We have a pretty shitty assistant though, so I'm going to fire him, hire Trent Peterson as an assistant coach. And then in terms of our system proficiency, we're 3.5 stars pace and space. Are we 4 stars of anything? We are not. Eric Spoelstra wants to run defense, but I don't think we're a very good defense team, so I'm just going to run balance. In our coach game plan, I'm also going to go and play physical defense, I think. I'm going to do neutral defensive focus, play physical defense. And we don't really have a star, so I think I just want to do kind of a average offense, whatever the most neutral thing I can do is. Let's see if this team is actually good or not. As of the time we're starting the simulation, my best player is an 86. I don't know if I want to try to do it with like best player before the season starts or best player at the end of the season, but we'll figure that out. Alright, so we're pretty good. We're 33-19. That puts us in first place in the Eastern Conference, actually. If we go to our roster, DeAndre Ayton is our best player at an 87 now. He's an 86 after the morale boost, but I'm kind of curious what kind of stats he's putting up, because if he's not putting up amazing stats, I might trade him for someone who does like fit the under 86 criteria. I think that that's my goal, is to do it with my best player is an 86 overall. So let me go to our player's stats at this point of the season. He's not putting up great stats. He's putting up 13 and 11 on 60% shooting, which is pretty good, but it's not like anything crazy. Like I can definitely find someone who's doing something similar to that. So if I trade DeAndre Ayton, I could get Jonas Valanciunas. That seems like a big downgrade, but it's only a 1 overall downgrade. I could get Bam Adebayo, but he's also an 87. Christian Wood is another possibility, but we've already had him. I could get Jaylen Brown for a shooting guard, but I don't want to like mix up the team too much, you know? I kind of just want to stick with what has been working, because I could also get Clint Capella, I saw. I don't know if Clint Capella or Jonas Valanciunas would be better for the team. Clint Capella is more like DeAndre Ayton. Jonas Valanciunas is more of like a spacing guy, not as much of a rim defender / rebounder. Clint Capella's putting up 16 and 14 and a half. He's having a great season. And then, where is Jonas Valanciunas? He's putting up 15 and 11 on pretty good shooting though too. Oh, we have Joe Johnson on our team. That's goated right there. We're like the real-life Celtics. I think I'm going to go with I'm going to go with Jonas Valanciunas. See if we can win a championship with our best player being an 86 overall. Let's do it. All right, so we finished off season pretty good. 52 and 30, or 51 and 31, my bad. Nikola Jokic was MVP in Sacktown, 28, 12 and a half, and 8. The Sacramento Kings finally have a good player on their team. They probably made the playoffs with Nikola Jokic. Mobley was Rookie of the Year. Hartenstein was Sixth Man of the Year. Giannis DPOY, Gafford Most Improved, and Jason Kidd was the Coach of the Year. So we weren't the best team in the NBA. I think we fell off a little bit in the second half of the season. What team are we? We are the Heat. We do not have anyone on any All-NBA teams. I don't think we have any rookies either, so it's kind of whatever. We were the second seed, though. We'll take a look at our stats. Our leading scorer was Porzingis, who was 18.5. DeJounte Murray was 16.5 and 6. Garland 16.5 and 6.5. Jonas Valanciunas and Derrick Rose were our top 5 scorers. Only 2 players on our team did not score in double figures, which is pretty good. Going to the coaching game plan, we'll readjust that. They want to start Derrick Rose for the playoffs, which I disagree with, so we're going to swap players in their minutes. He can still get 28 minutes a game, but I think I want Darius Garland starting, Porzingis, then Jonas Valanciunas. This is what our rotation is looking like. I like it. Let's go on to the playoffs. After simulating the play-in, it looks like we have the Cleveland Cavaliers in the first round of the playoffs. Obviously, this is a fantasy draft, so we won't know what their team is like. They have Mike Conley, Melton, Paul George, Toppin, and we traded them Ayton. Ooh, okay, that team's actually not too shabby now that we've traded them Ayton. We're going to simulate the round. We're up 1-0, we're up 2-0, we're up 3-0. Okay, not scary enough, though. Wait, okay, yeah, we won in 5, which was pretty good. In terms of our leading scorer in that game 5, yeah, it was Darius Garland, who they're trying to put on the bench. 24 points and 4 assists for Darius Garland. Next, we have the 3-seeded Detroit Pistons. They've got Kyrie, Brandon Ingram, Jonathan Isaac, and Steven Adams. We need Kyrie Irving to get the virus mid-series in order for us to have this series handily, but it's 1-1. We're up 2-1. We're up 3-1. We did the reverse sweep on them. They went up 1-0 in the series, and then we took it back and won 4 straight. In that game 5, it was Porzingis who had 20 and 10. For the conference finals, we have the Chicago Bulls. They have Ben Simmons, Chris Duarte, TJ Warren, LeBron, and Andre Drummond. This is a really good team. They are the 1 seed, so it makes sense. We're going to simulate the round. They go up 1-0. They're up 2-1. It's 2-2. We're up 3-2, and we win in 6 to go to the NBA Finals, which is huge. Kristaps Porzingis 23-6. Jonas Valanciunas, man, 20-12-7 on 9 for 10 shooting. Looks like that might have been the right trade over Clint Capella. And finally, we're in the NBA Finals against the Dallas Mavericks. They have Russell Westbrook, Josh Hart, Jaylen Brown, Jared Vanderbilt, and Cat. It's a pretty good team, but it's definitely not unbeatable. So we're going to simulate the round, go up 1-0. They're up 1-1.
What did he say?
We're up 1-1. We're up 2-1. We're up 3-1, 3-2, and we win in 6. Jonas Valanciunas was the Finals MVP. That was a great trade, it looks like. He had 18 points, 10.5 rebounds, and 3.5 assists on 65% shooting from the field. Didn't even look like he took a single three-pointer. In terms of our playoff stats, I can look at those really quickly. Kristaps Porzingis led the way with 20 points and 8 rebounds. Darius Garland had 16.5 and 7. Jonas Valanciunas was the Finals MVP. Everyone scored very well. Only Mo Bamba and Desmond Bane once again were the players not scoring in double figures. If we go to our roster, Kristaps Porzingis, it says +1 to an 87, so in all actuality, our best player was an 86 overall as we won the championship. We had a lot of 86 overall, so it was just a nice, balanced team. I'm curious to see if maybe I could do this with only like an 85 overall as my best player, but that's what I'll stop for right now, an 86 overall. Thanks you guys for watching. I know this was probably a shorter video, but like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and peace.
It's caught in the crossfire. It's caught in the